Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'll be trading again with pocket option, and of course I'm going to trade again with a strategy. So on my last video on this particular strategy, I actually made a video on how to spot what's it called, a center trade. Alright, what you have to see before you take a trade when you say that you have your candlestick right there at the middle of the chart. Alright, so on today's video I'm definitely going to be showing you the perfect time to actually enter a trade when you find your candlestick at what's it called, the resistance level, which is actually overbought at the top of the chart, or at the support level, which is actually the bottom of the chart. All right, so here I'll be analyzing a good moment, and when I find that, I'm going to show you the best way to actually enter your trade with this strategy. All right, so for those of you who doesn't actually watch the video, we're actually using three indicators right here. The first indicator we're using is called moving average. All right, and this is the setting. So on the period part I use 28, while on the moving average I use EMS. So on the star right here I actually use white color for my main line, and of course I take it to be on 2 pixels. So that's pretty much all I do here. So the second indicator we're using is called CCI with a period of 17. All right, the style over here was actually a default setting. All you just have to do is to take the line. All right, so that's pretty much all you have to do here. So when you're done, you hit save. So the last indicator we're using is called momentum, and the period right here is 8 on the input. On the star part, just let it be, just what's it called, leave it as default. The up should be green, while the down should be red. So when you're done, you hit save. All right, so right now we're putting up my currency pairs real quick. I'll come back in a moment. Okay guys, I have the best currency pairs right up here. Like I said earlier on, I'm definitely going to be taking a trade when I see a good moment at the top of the chart or at the bottom of the chart. And of course I'm going to show you what you have to see with the indicator, the signal you have to get from the indicator before you take a trade. So right now I'm analyzing the market, so when I get a good moment I'll come down and take a trade. And of course I'm going to explain in full detail all you have to see when I'm in a good moment. Okay guys, a very good moment here for a down trade. I'm going to enter a trade on this real quick. So over here guys, when you're actually looking for a moment for a down trade, as you can see, we actually have what's it called, this candle right here at the support level and the chart. So the number one thing you need to see if you want to take a trade is always make sure that you take a very good looking at your momentum. Your momentum must firstly start out as a green when you say that is happening, and that should be the first green you should see on the what's it called, when the signal changed here. That is very important. Secondly, always make sure that you have your moving average. So at this point it can be below the chart or actually at the top, it doesn't really matter, but at this time you need to be very what's it called, observant with your moving average, because your moving average needs to come very down, just like what happened here. As you can see, we're money on that. The moving average needs to come straight down to this part, and you see it trying to be going up in the chart when you confirm this with your momentum. And the most important thing again is your CCI. All right, your CCI must be starting out from the bottom, from the overbought position. All right, you know, on the what's it called, the last, on the middle trade I actually explained that it doesn't really matter the position you have your CCI on, only make sure that they are going on the trend. But if you're taking a trade what's it called, on the bottom part, on the top part, it really matters. All right, so if you're taking a trade right on the bottom of the chart, always make sure that your CCI actually start out very good in the oversold position. It's just starting out. All right, it's just starting out a little bit, and make sure that what's it called, the trend is actually going straight to the point. I mean, pointing straight to the overbought position with what's it called, with your CCI. It's very important. So I hope you understand this now. So this is a good moment for a down trade. So I keep analyzing now guys. So when I get another good moment, I'll come down and take a trade. Okay guys, we're having another good moment for a down trade. As you can see, our CCI just starting out in a good position, but like I said, always make sure that you have your momentum changed, all right, before you decided to enter a trade, and it should be the first thing that change in the chart, all right, before you enter a trade. So this is a good moment, but let's just wait and see. Okay, we have our momentum change, a good moment there, so let's actually place our 2 trade on that as well. So what I'm actually doing here practically is that we are only taking the trade at the down part, and I actually mentioned that last time. Yeah, your screen size should be in between 34, 35, 36, whereas I'm actually doing this on 36 screen size. So guys, let's wait and see. As you can see, we have a very strong drop with our moving average, but when it's getting to this part, it's trying to pull back in the market. So this is the number one thing you need to confirm as well. Make sure that your CCI is just starting out, just like what I said the other time. It's just starting out, and the first signal should indicate here for you to take a trade with your momentum. So before you decide to enter a trade. So guys, this trade is still trying to pull us back. Well, let's still wait. Okay, start going up. Okay, I think I have 8 seconds left to close this again. All right, it's a good one there. So win the money on that as well, guys. Again. Okay, guys, so we're on a downtrend here. I'm actually checking this trade out. This is a very great moment. But the number one thing is always make sure that you get a confirmation from a momentum. So we need to have that before we proceed. As you can see, our there's a reversal from our moving average on this part. It actually dropped and start reversing, and the trend too is reversing. If you actually study, okay, we have a good moment here. Let me enter a trade on that. So if you actually studied this, practically, if you actually study this, you see that our moving average is, our CCI is actually just starting out in the oversold position as oil and actually heading up in the market. This is all you need to say, guys. But the most important thing is always wait to have a confirmation right from the momentum before you enter a trade. It's very important. It's very important. So I've never actually found a moment for a downtrend. So when I find that, I'm definitely going to enter a trade, and I'll explain in details what you have to see on that as well before you take a trade. So guys, let's wait and see. Okay, I think we have less than 13 seconds to actually close this trade. So let's what is it gonna go in, if this is gonna be in a good moment. Okay, I think we're in the money on that. A good one there with the money on that, guys. So guys, I'm analyzing. So if I find another good moment, I'll come down and take a trade. Okay guys, I'm actually seeing a good moment here. As you can see over here, we have a good indication from our CCI. Our CCI was very strong. Okay, I'm going to enter this trade, guys. And it's to enter it ASAP, because the reason why is that the confirmation of a momentum was very glaring. So indication I will get a good signal with our momentum to go ahead to enter the trade. And over here with our CCI, this is a very strong CCI. As you can see, it was very strong in the overbought positions, heading down so good, and it's even right there, what's it called, on the overbought position, which means that I'll be having a very good pull down on the market with the rest candle. So guys, let's wait and see. I'm just gonna be a good moment. So guys, so I think I have 20 seconds left to close this trade. Okay, this candle is actually struggling. Okay. Alright, I think that's a good one there. So guys, with the money on that, that's a very good one. So this is how you actually take a trade. Always make sure that the number one thing, always make sure that you have your CCI just starting out on the overbought position. The last trade we took on the down part, make sure that it's just, you know, that we actually make sure that the CCI is just starting out on the oversold position. The same thing happens if you're taking a trade to come down a downtrend, or always make sure that you have your CCI in a very good position, like on the upper position here. Don't what's it called, it shouldn't drop to the middle or anything. It's just starting out in the overbought position. And make sure that the first signal you find here with your momentum should be the first signal that indicate before you enter the trade. For example, if the trade is actually coming down, if it is downtrend, make sure that the first signal should be red, the rest signal should be green, and the first one that indicates should be red. Get the rest confirmation with the indicator, then you are good to enter the trade. All right, so guys, this is where I'm going to stop on today's video. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, I'll give me, so I love you guys. Like I said, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on the next upload. And I also have my Telegram links in the description, so make sure you actually join my Telegram group so that you can be part of the family. I love you guys, and I'll see you on another video.